Hello there, welcome back to The Agenda. Now we're going to take a look at one of the UAE's biggest farms. And it's located just next door to Al Maktoum International Airport. Yeah, if you're thinking that you haven't seen any big farms around the Dubai World Central area, you're right, because we're actually talking about the world's largest indoor vertical farm. It's called the Emirates Bustanica facility. It used to be known as Crop One, and it's recently been bought by Emirates Flight Catering in a strategic move, which makes the company entirely UAE owned. And the facility really is quite an extraordinary example of high-tech and, they say, sustainable farming. But we wanted to find out a bit more about it. So I caught up with the general manager of Emirates Bustanica, Faraz Al-Sufi, at Gulfood yesterday. You're about to hear just how busy Gulfood was yesterday, I warn you. But he started first by telling me all about how this acquisition came about.
Emirates Bustanica, or Emirates Crop One, it used to be called, started in July 2022, where Emirates Flight Catering joint venture with Crop One Holding, a company in the US, to establish the world's largest indoor vertical farm located over here in Dubai next to Al Maktoum Airport. Now what happens is, after a year and a half almost till today, Crop One Holding filed their bankruptcy in the USA. So that leads us to think, okay, let's purchase their shares and make it 100% UAE owned company by Emirates Flight Catering, which happened and announced just today.
Okay, that's so interesting that the company went bust over in the United States, but is nevertheless thriving here. Why is the company doing so well here?
So what we did is we established a totally new category product in fresh produce. So our produce is 100% ready to eat. And when we say ready to eat, it's not because we wash it and sanitize it. No, it's because how we grow it, starting from day one when they're seeds, and the hygienic environment around it, which makes it ready to eat out of the box, totally from the minute we harvest it until we submit it to the consumer. So it's unwashed, unsanitized, and ready to eat. So making this, for sure, it will thrive with all this crunchiness, flavorness, and the shelf life as well of it. That's great.
So you basically grow salad leaves, but you're not just growing it for Emirates Flight Catering, are you? We can buy your products in the supermarket. I think, in fact, I have.
Oh, yes, indeed. So we grow 3,000 kg a day of leafy greens. We supply Emirates Flight Catering, which on the back of that supplies over 130 airlines that fly out of Dubai Airport, as well as we supply different retailers. So we supply, you can find our product under the brand name Bustanica, which is available at Spinneys, Waitrose, Grandia's as well, Union Co-op, Carrefour, Shweetram, Jian. So you can find us across different retailers. So we supply hotels, restaurants, coffee shop, different distributors, wholesalers as well, because they all trust our produce.
Say that number again. How many leafy greens, how many tons of leafy greens do you create, or kilograms do you create each day?
So we grow and harvest 3,000 kg a day of leafy greens, which makes us the world's largest indoor vertical farm.
Leafy greens don't weigh very much. Like, what are we talking about from mass here? That is a huge amount.
That's a huge volume indeed, yes. And I will tell you, soon we will be sold out. We're now looking into densifying and even grow more and harvest more than 3 tons a day.
Okay, so what does your farm look like? Because I don't see fields of lettuces outside the airport.
So in a footprint, it's 10,000 square meter on 3 floors, which makes it, again, over a bit 28,500 square meter of growing area. If you come to the facility, it's way different than any farm you've seen or experienced, because we run things differently. It's a very hygienic, environmental, controlled agriculture, which again makes the produce 100% safe to consume.
Is it sustainable? And I ask that question from 2 points of view. So is it sustainable from an eco-friendly point of view? And then is it sustainable? You know, it's great, it's high-tech agriculture, it doesn't have a very big footprint, but are you actually making money? You know, is it a good way to grow lettuces?
So it is indeed a very sustainable. Again, if you want to grow the same amount of leafy greens, you would require 470,000 square meter of land. We do it only in 10,000 square meter of land. So space utilization is amazing. Again, the water consumption, we produce and harvest 3,000 kg a day, saving 95% of water. So again, to give you a quick example, if you want to grow 1 kg of leafy green of lettuce, you would require almost around 317 liters of water, Whereas at Emirates Bustanica today, we grow it only with 15 to 17 liters of water. So this 95 saving of water is huge. And again, we're very proud of this acquisition, and being 100% UAE company, we support and contribute to the UAE strategy towards food security 2051, as well as water security of UAE 2036, which makes it, again, a very sustainable agri-business. Beside that, while we're building Bustanica, we get so many awards on sustainability and procurement of devices, the facility, the companies that are around the building. So it's a huge sustainable project, I would say, yes.
How about profit making? Is it worth doing, from a business perspective?
I believe yes. Today over here in the market, the leaders, their visions, and again the government really entities, they all pushing towards sustainability. And it's not only here. We've seen what happened on COP28 in Dubai just 2 months back, and we've seen what's going to happen and the enforcement towards sustainability in terms of agribusiness, in terms of food production, packaging. So it is a great way of doing things. Again, we can't afford keep losing those arable lands around the globe, access to fresh water, not mentioning the climate change, as well the population. Today we're almost a bit over 8 billion. We're expected by the UN research to be close to 10 billion in 25 years. So we need to feed those people. We need to grow things. We need to start thinking and doing things differently and what we've been doing. And Emirates Bustanica contributes 100% to this vision and direction.
Last question. Do they taste good? I mean, that's a bit of an unfair question because I know the answer.
Believe me, I urge every consumer to go and try them. It's not because I'm a GM of Emirates Bustanica. It's only because we really created something different than the other. Again, we're not trying to compete. We're trying to collaborate and create different things. So what we did is we're the only one growing, harvesting, ready-to-eat products right out of the box with full of nutrition values, crispiness, flavorness, and shelf life of 14 days minimal. We guarantee you this. And you don't have to wash it. We know how busy our schedule is. Go home, chop your salads, try all leafy greens, and I hope you'll enjoy them on your next flight as well.
Amazing there for us, Al Soufi, doing a proper grown-up interview about whether or not Emirates Bustanica is profitable and still managing to squeeze in a little bit of an advertorial there. For us, Al Soufi, General Manager there of Emirates Bustanica, explaining how they have now bought the factory from Crop One, from the team at Crop One, making it an entirely UAE-based company.